Good morning. Welcome to Going On Daily, the morning podcast show from Rhode Island Broadcasting. I'm your host, Becky, and I am here with Ron. Good morning.
Good morning, Becky.
Good
This is
morning. It
weird
is.
us doing it on a Thursday.
I know. I normally just do Mondays or Tuesdays, but people have lives outside of this, contrary to popular belief, and unfortunately can't always be here. So
Yeah. Well,
here I
here
am.
we are. It's a new day.
Yes,
There's
it is.
always there's never a dull moment in our topics, like
Uh,
I always say we have to limit ourselves to a couple of days because
mhm.
topics kind of run dry for a person, but the world just provides so much.
Oh, yeah.
It,
Florida
it never
alone
ends.
provides topics.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
so I'm excited to be here.
It looks very sunny out your window. Is it nice there still in Rhode
Oh,
Island?
it's crappy out. It's rainy, Although up north more, it's snowing, so I'm
Yeah.
okay with the rain.
It says that we're getting 7 to 12 centimeters of snow, so that's about 6-ish inches,
Yeah.
6 to 8-ish inches of snow. It's pretty
Yeah, no,
snowy
thank
here.
you.
It's too cold,
Yeah.
though. My kid went out with just a sweater today, and I was like, "Where is your winter coat?" "Mom, I can't wear a coat over a sweater. It's +3 today." And I was like, "That's not warm." But, yep, whatever. We all did
Well,
it in junior
I
high.
think kids are immune to cold because I
Oh, they
used to
must
do the
be.
same thing when I
Mhm,
was young,
mhm.
but then again, I'm still wearing shorts, you know, in December, so
I
I can't.
said I said to my husband, "I just wanna live somewhere where I don't have to worry about dressing warm. Like, why can't I just be in bare feet and sandals all year long? Why are we choosing to be here?" Because there are children involved, and they can't be taken away from their dad and their grandparents. But I would really like to go somewhere hot all
Yeah.
year long.
Yeah, well, what do you got? Another 6 years?
Yeah, another 6 years, and then I will be I don't but,
Yeah,
like, then
6
they'll be
years
going
isn't
through
it goes by fast.
university and, getting jobs and relationships. That's kinda the big stuff. Can't be away for that.
Well,
We're just gonna have to travel, we're just gonna have to be independently wealthy, win the lottery, travel, homeschool the kids
there's the
as we
answer
travel
right
the
there.
world.
I
Yeah.
played the lottery the other day. I think it was,
Mhm.
like, a week and a half ago when it was, like, $500,000,000.
Jeez.
I never even checked my ticket. Still haven't. I gotta do that because I could be,
Meanwhile, you're
like,
sitting
a
on
multimillionaire.
$500,000,000.
I could be rich right now and not even know it.
And of that 500,000,000, how much would you take home? 200,000,000?
Yeah, probably, yeah, about that.
That's rude. I mean, it's still awesome, but, like, it's rude.
Yeah, I mean,
Who's
I
who's
suppose
taking
I
that
could
other
live on 200,000,000.
Ugh, suppose I could. I don't know,
Suppose.
maybe. I could live on a lot less million probably.
I don't
Somewhere
even
hot.
think I need 1,000,000.
I
I
don't know,
live that simple. I live that simple.
the way that groceries are, the way that gas is, and I think 1,000,000 isn't gonna go that far. Maybe
Well,
you're a
well,
cabin in the woods kinda guy. As long as you have a
yeah, I
Wi-Fi
could
signal, I think you're good.
that's it, that's what I need. All I need is the Wi-Fi, and I'm good to go, as long as I can, watch some TV and
Yes.
go on the internet, I'm good. I'm good.
As long as you can produce this podcast, you can
That's
put it
right.
up. Yes, you can put it up on Facebook. See that segue there? You put it up on Facebook at RI
Yes.
Broadcasting. You can also just type in Rhode Island Broadcasting into Facebook. You will find it. When you pop on around 10 a.m. Eastern, there'll be a little red circle around the icon. That means we're live. So if you were to look on Facebook right now, you would see us live. You can also check us out on YouTube at Rhode Island Broadcasting. And of course, on Twitch, which seems to be our kind of our number one here at RI_broadcasting. Thank you to everybody who
Yeah, that's where
supports
the
us.
live viewers are.
So interesting.
It's
I would
weird,
never have
isn't it?
guessed. I know it's weird, but I love it. Support the show with bits, whatever that means. I'm sure Twitch people know what bits are. And of
Yes.
course, come on over to Patreon and support us there. Get yourself some swag at RI Broadcasting. Yeah, I like that mug. So we got an interesting show today. Not conspiracy minded by any means. I just didn't have it in me. There was
Oh.
so much Britney Spears stuff, Ron.
I know.
Oh,
Me and Kenny talked about it
I
yesterday,
know.
Becky.
Just
I'm
I
still waiting.
I just mentally, I don't have it in me because there is so much to do and research on it. But she came out with a video just this week, and she
Oh
is like,
boy.
"I'm 5 years old, I'm not 42." And you're like, "What is this crackhead up
Wait,
to?"
what?
Like, she is messed up, my friend.
So is she
Well, if
losing
it's
it
even her.
again?
Probably, there better be a head shave in her future, and then 1 year later, have this little hairdo. Look at that. But, yeah, anyways, Britney Spears, we'll save it for another time.
I
It's a good
wish I
topic.
could move the hair over.
Yeah, right? It's okay. I was bald as you for a brief moment, and it was fine. People look good bald, and it's fine.
Yeah, it's like when you look at some of the celebrities that decided
Oh,
to do
Jason
that.
Statham, Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Who else now?
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson doesn't look good bald. He looks kinda
He
scary
looks
bald.
psychotic when he's
Like
bald.
an elf, sort of, like a scary elf,
Yeah.
kind of a little bit.
But
But
even
yeah.
like when what's her face, Demi Moore did it
Yeah.
for the movie,
Mhm.
she still looks good.
Mhm.
Sinead O'Connor was, very
Yes.
attractive
Yeah,
even though she
very.
was bald.
I was very concerned up the shape of my head when I knew I was gonna go bald. Um, it turns out I have the roundest head in history. This thing is like a little tiny melon. It was, like, perfectly round, no weird lumps or bumps or anything, which was nice, but I don't
There
think
you
everyone
go.
is was blessed with a perfectly round head, so, you know.
No, no, so some people, don't have that luxury,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, let's get into it here. You are a alcohol drinker, as we know, although Jack Daniel's is
No,
your drink of choice. Do you drink vodka?
I do, I used to drink oh my
You?
god, I used to like, when I was young, I used to drink, like, liters of this stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I am not a vodka drinker because, I black out, like, real fast. I remember the last time I had vodka was probably 2015. I went to a friend's house. I had 4 vodka cranberries. Now, granted, they were not 1 ounce vodka and cranberry. It was just free poured. So maybe it was more like 6 or 8 ounces. Either way, blacked out, puking at the bar, like, woke up the next morning, I had a makeup job to do. I was, like, so sick trying to do this poor bride's makeup. It was horrible, just over vodka. So I stay away from it now, unless it's in a cocktail at, like, a restaurant and I'm only having 1. I stay away from it because vodka and me are history.
Yeah, I
It
used to
hits.
drink the Absolute vodka,
Oh, yeah.
a liter at a time. It was pretty brutal. I had such a high
Wow.
tolerance. I swear I was born Russian.
Yeah, right. You just really like potatoes, I guess.
Yeah,
Well,
so
so this company, Stoli is how I know it. I don't know
yes,
it as Stolichnaya, but it is filing for bankruptcy right now during the holiday season. It's
I
called
don't
the
know
Stoli
how.
Group USA. I know, crazy, right? Stoli Group USA, which owns the namesake Stoli, and it's said in a Texas bankruptcy filing late last month that it was experiencing financial difficulties. Which is crazy because doesn't everyone drink like crazy?
Like, it's one of the most
Because in
popular
Canada, we
ones
all do.
out there, right? I mean,
That's what I
this
thought.
is what when I was growing up, I remember people just used to say Stoli instead of vodka, you know?
That's right.
I mean, it was that popular, and
Wow.
I guess times have changed because there's so many
Mhm.
vodkas out there,
I
and,
suppose. But just
so
wait till you
people.
hear why. It gets into it here. It's not
Oh,
just
I'm
because
sure.
people are making healthier choices. Yes, we've talked about Gen Zs before, how, they're more of a non-drinking kinda lifestyle. They like to vape and do hard drugs, but, like, drinking is not healthy.
So much better.
That's right. It says that the company was a victim of a major cyber attack and has also been in an ongoing legal battle with the Russian government, which has cost them
Whoa.
millions of dollars. So yeah, it really gets into it here. So alongside this vodka, they also produce, I don't know if you know this, a high-end Kentucky Owl bourbon. Do you know that? Goes for about
Yep.
400 bucks a bottle. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
they're going bankrupt because nobody can afford $400 a bottle for bourbon. Although I feel like the people who drink bourbon know what it costs and spend that kind of money.
Yeah.
Like the more the merrier kind of thing. Bottle of Stoli will run around $20 American, right? Which is crazy. Is that for a liter or is that 750 mils?
Yeah,
Like how
it's a 750, I believe.
okay. And what do you call a 750? Just a 750?
That's what most people call it, yeah.
You know what we call it in Canada?
What do you call it?
A 2.6.
2.6.
Yeah, because it's 26 ounces, a 2.6. So you're like,
Oh.
oh, I'm gonna go grab a 2.6 of vodka.
It's weird because this country is so stupid because we don't nobody wants to do the metric system in the United States because
No,
they don't want to have to figure it out. But they do it already and they don't even realize that the 750 is metric
is metric.
system.
We do both. Like, if you were to say, "Hey, how tall are you in centimeters?" I have no idea, and yet you go to the doctor's office and they write it down centimeters and kilograms for your weight and height. I don't know what those are. I know pounds and inches or feet inches, but I mean, there should be a mix of metric imperial.
Yeah. Well,
Impetric system where we take the best things of both. Like, temperature, I'm sorry, Fahrenheit is weird. Celsius makes way more sense. 0 is the baseline,
yeah.
100 is the
Yeah,
baseline.
that makes sense.
32 has nothing to do with it. If it's 32 out, it's friggin' hot out. So, there should be a mix. Anyway, that could be another show. Stoli. So I'd said the bourbon, the company said that America will still be able to buy its drinks as it navigates its Chapter 11 bankruptcy process. So that's good. They probably have tons of it, sitting in boxes in a warehouse ready to sell. So you might
Yeah.
as well in the meantime. So the company, as you can see on the bottle, is sold as Stolichnaya, which translates to capital city in Russia, and it was in the US until 2022 as that name. The company rebranded as Stoli following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Wow.
And then they are, excuse me, they have a Russian born founder, Yuri Shefler, but he was exiled in the year 2000 because of his opposition of Vladimir Putin. Isn't that crazy?
So wow. So this is
Yeah.
so they were totally anti
They
Russia
were
pretty much.
anti-Russia. Yeah, that's right, and this guy, was exiled from Russia. It seems extreme in this day and age, at least even in the year 2000. I'm guessing came to America, brought this vodka with him. Now, again, I don't have a refined palate, so I don't know the difference between Russian vodka and American vodka. Like, does
Way better.
Absolute taste different than Stoli?
It's way
Okay. I
better.
mean, I assumed because they're kinda known for it, but anyway, so it says that the Stoli Group has been targeted by the Russian Federation since it was formed nearly 25 years ago. That's crazy.
Wow.
It's almost like the Russian government, or maybe it's Putin, or I don't know. It's almost like they get these grudges and it's like they're not letting that go forever.
No.
Forever.
And it's it's weird because you might to me it all comes down to like money.
Mhm.
And I'm
Doesn't it?
guessing Russia takes whatever it wants from companies, I believe.
I'm sure.
And they probably didn't like that anymore and they wanted to separate from Russia probably.
Oh, probably. I'm sure of it. Said earlier in the year, the company and the owner were both named by the Russian state as extremist groups working against Russian interests. The ongoing legal battle with the Russian government has forced Stoli to spend dozens of millions of dollars on this long-term court battle across the globe. Is that insane? It's it says that, Russia says that after the collapse of the Soviet Union, the brand fell under the ownership of the Russian Federation, not
See?
Scheffler, the owner, Yuri Scheffler's SPI group. That's what it's called, Stoli SPI, which was acquired in '97. So basically Russia is saying like, "This is ours. It's not yours."
Yeah, so
So
basically they took it from them.
and
This
and
is
because
the problem.
and in the fight, they're like, "It's ours, we want it. Actually, you're terrorists, so that's how we're gonna win this by slandering you."
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that crazy? It also
Oh,
says that
it
they
is.
it's wild.
And it's like to be an ally of Russia would be, I don't know, it just means that you're just as scummy as them.
Yeah, it seems like poor business practice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it looks like they wanted to get out from underneath Russia
I think
and
so.
they wouldn't let them, and they're basically charging them
Yes.
to
Now
take they're charging the company to take the vodka from them. It's
yes, and have
bizarre.
it be government owned?
Yeah.
That's weird to me. Now, that being said, it probably takes a lot to be exiled. I'm sure you're not just exiled for nothing. So, what did this guy actually do? Maybe the government is on to something. Maybe, I mean, this is a very bold statement, but maybe we have it all wrong about all things Russia. I don't
I
know.
don't know about that.
I mean,
I
it
don't know.
seems like
Hey,
maybe we
but you
don't,
never
but
know. Look, I
you never
mean,
know. Fake news,
what
fake
do
news.
you believe anymore, right?
Nothing, literally nothing. I
So
don't know. If the world
who's
tells
to know
me
what's real?
exactly, if the world tells me not to like somebody, not to like Putin, not to like Trump, not to like whomever, obviously I'm gonna be like, "Okay, why? Let's do some research on this." If they're like,
Yeah,
"Hey, you should like this. If you have to like Ukraine," okay, I need to do some research on why I have to like them and I can't like Russia. You know? That's how I feel
yeah,
as a conspiracy theorist.
yeah. It's like it's like it's just there's a double edged sword, right? I
Mhm.
mean,
Mhm.
there's reasons to dislike, and then there's reasons to like,
Mhm.
and no matter what stand you take on whatever the topic is, doesn't even matter what the topic is anymore.
Mhm.
There's going to be a backlash of some sort. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if
Yes,
you don't.
exactly. Exactly. So
Well,
going back to Stoli here, it says that they were also a victim of a major cyber attack, which
yeah,
forced it to operate completely manually while the systems are being rebuilt. That's terrible. That's like devastating to a company. While Stoli has long been branded as a Russian vodka, its production facilities have actually been in Latvia for several decades. It's very interesting. So I guess the guy
there
didn't
we
come to
go.
America.
So it's Latvian now.
Yeah, Latvian. I mean, it's all former USSR, so is
Yeah,
I mean, technically, it's
still
kinda all
Russian.
Russian anyway.
Still Russian.
It's so when we were talking about how people don't wanna drink now, it's that a slowdown in the demand for, alcohol has happened since COVID-19, since the pandemic.
Yeah,
Isn't that interesting? And that's
Jesus.
also affected the company's finances. They have
It's
seen a major
crazy.
decline. Yeah, they've seen a major decline and a softening of the demand for alcohol and spirits post-COVID, especially since the beginning of 2023 and continuing in 2024. Probably because everyone was so depressed and stressed out for 2 or 3 years, and they're like, "You know what? I'm just gonna get healthy now." So,
Yeah,
crazy
that
stories.
seems to be what a lot of people did. They decided that they were going to start walking more, exercising, you know,
And so
then
we
then it
should.
went to eating healthier, and so it
Yeah.
was, so I get it, but
Yeah.
at the same token, what happens when people are experiencing good times? They
Mhm.
drink. What
This is
happens
true.
when people are experiencing tough times? They
Yeah,
drink.
I drink. It's us
So
middle class, middle of the road people that are causing businesses to go out.
I guess so.
More
And
economic
yet
hardship.
this country doesn't take care of that middle of the
Well,
road
of course they
area.
don't. Of course.
Just
Another
saying.
topic for another day.
Just
We could
saying.
definitely get into it, although this is not a political show, Ron, and you know that.
No, 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 no.
It's okay.
So
So,
I
yeah,
just
Stoli.
it's just terrible because it's like
Yeah,
it's a good product. It really is.
clearly. Clearly you like
I
it. Well,
back it
it's
100%.
it
Stoli, advertise on this channel. I have no problem
that's
with that.
right. We will bash Russia all day long, Stoli. Well, maybe everyone
Hey,
else.
oddly enough, we have a lot of Russian viewers.
Really
Yes,
interesting.
go figure. Go
I know a
figure.
few Russian people. They are lovely.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
yeah, it's not the people, it's politicians, right?
you really can't judge
People are
the
great.
people based on their government. You can't,
No.
especially in a country like Russia who probably hasn't chosen their own government in some time now.
Ever?
Yeah, right,
Ever.
exactly,
I think
exactly.
that's the length of it.
That's part of the problem, yeah, okay. That's fair. I mean, we did choose our government, and ours is awful, so, I mean,
Yeah, so it really doesn't
damned if we
matter.
do. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Alright, well, give us a good story here, maybe. I don't know what your trooper story's about, but hopefully it's not sad, like poor Stoli going out of
It's
business.
partially good, partially horrible.
Ugh,
It ends
don't do this
great.
to me. Okay,
It ends great.
I'll
So
handle it in the
Trooper.
meantime, I guess.
Now, it is, of course, National Shelter
Oh,
Pets Day, right? So I decided I needed a story, and I it took me hours to find a story, right?
I could have had a
Well, I
guest.
found this one.
I know so many people who run shelters because I have a few dogs myself from shelters.
I, the dog I used to have, Smokey, he was a sheltered dog. Somebody abused it and abandoned it. And,
Mm, terrible.
we took it in, and it was probably the best dog you could ever ask for. There's so many stories I could tell you about what
Mm,
this dog has
aw,
done for so many years. Um, but Trooper was a dog they found tied up to a fence during Hurricane Milton.
stop it.
Somebody left this dog to die. It was abused, and the
Why you
whole
gotta
bit.
do
And
this
they
to us?
found
Why
it.
you gotta do this to us? Ugh,
Right.
my Kleenexes.
So state troopers actually found this dog
Mhm.
tied to a fence,
Wow.
and they rescued it, brought it, to a shelter, and they named it Trooper.
Mhm.
Found by troopers, makes sense,
Yes,
and it's a trooper for
rightfully so.
riding out that storm.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So they named it Trooper, and then they began a process of trying to find a home for it. Um, and this couple who just recently lost their bull terrier,
Mhm.
Diesel, it died, old age. And so this couple, Frank and Carla Spina, emailed, and they started a process to try to adopt it.
Mm,
There was like
that's
500
mm,
emails to the
wow.
shelter, and they settled on this couple who had just lost theirs, named Diesel,
Aw.
took this dog in, and it was like an instant connection because the dog
Aw.
was afraid of men because of a
Of
male
course, yeah.
using it, which I don't understand. I could never. Oh my god.
No.
It just makes me cringe. I get
I
chills right
know.
now just
I
thinking
know.
about how somebody can do something to a dog.
I know.
So they took it in, they adopted the pet, and now the couple lives with this dog Trooper and another dog named Dallas that the dog instantly bonded with.
I love that.
And they're all together in a happy family. So it started out as a horrible thing, how somebody
Mhm.
could do something so terrible, but a family took it in, and it's like the dog has been there forever.
Well
So
well, that's
it's ended a happy story.
heartwarming in the end, but a terrible story in the middle.
Right, right.
Who would do
So
that?
yeah, it's like I talk about my dog, and he was abused and stuff like that, but my dog was so good. It was
Mhm.
so protective of the family, and we treated it like how families do certain things as a family.
Mhm.
Our family, my father redid the sidewalk, and he had everybody put their handprint in the sidewalk,
Okay. Yeah.
put their names, and we had the dog Smokey for a couple of years. So he calls it over to do the same thing, to put the paw prints in, and he ran across the whole thing,
Oh,
and
I
my
love
dad
that.
had to write Smokey, 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 and all the paw prints.
That's so
It
cute.
was really funny, but it was so protective. Once you get that animal, whether it's a well, probably a dog, because cats really don't give a crap. Uh,
I think some of them do.
some of them do, but dogs are the personality of the family. You know,
I
and once you have that, I mean, they become part of the family. And see, exactly, just like
I
this.
I just text my husband and I said, "Can you send me Coconut?" So, Coconut's my shelter dog. She's from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And, not to take away from your story here, but when I went away for cancer treatment, I was gone for a month, and I had a Chihuahua at home and a German Shepherd. The Chihuahua's name was Peanut, it was my little best buddy, and the day I got home, we flew in at midnight, we decided, "Let's get a hotel, so that way nobody's picking us up at midnight on a
Yeah.
Tuesday," and, yes, thank you, and we get a call 8 AM. My in-laws were picking us up at 10 AM from the airport hotel. We had a call at 8 AM that Peanut had died, and I was
Oh,
devastated, you know? I was so devastated, and so my husband said, "No more dogs." Like, I can't handle it, my heart's broken, and, plus I was just going through all this stuff,
yeah.
and me, I was like, "Actually, I'm gonna get a dog and not tell my husband because, that's how good marriages work." And I contacted this Mexican company and I said, "Look, I just lost my Chihuahua and I'm interested in some sort of Chihuahua-esque dog," because as you can see, she doesn't really look like a Chihuahua. And I said, "Give me a recommendation for one of your dogs who's nice and has been there for a long time and whatever." So this little girl had puppies and no one wanted her. And they said they don't know why, because she's the nicest thing. And I was like, I couldn't get her out of my mind. And I was like, let's do it. I sent them the money. And then a couple days later, someone flew her to Edmonton and I picked her up. And now apparently she's camera shy, but she is the best dog. She's the nicest girl,
Well, that's
except
good.
other
See,
dogs. She's
that's
a little
the
crusty.
stories, and it's a sheltered dog.
Yes.
These are the things that if people can do,
Yeah.
just go to your local shelter and
Yeah.
save a dog.
Yeah.
Really,
For
save a
real.
dog.
Yeah.
Uh, it's probably the best thing that you can do as a human.
Literally.
Is save something, right? And
Yeah,
why not a dog that needs a home? That especially if they've been in
for
the shelter for
sure,
a while, because they have a
for
limited
sure.
time, right?
They
And
do.
I don't
Yep.
know. It's I had to do a story on it. So it took me forever to find it, but I got it, and I was happy I did that story. And you have your own story, which is awesome.
Yeah, well, my
And
other dog is from a shelter too. I didn't bring her. She's not as lap city, but she's another Chihuahua, and she comes from, Guadalajara, Mexico, brought into Calgary, and my husband picked her up in Calgary, and yeah, we
so
like our
you got
shelter
the all
dogs.
the immigrant dogs.
I do, and Peanut, the one who died, I picked her up here, local. They said she was from somewhere down south, whether that was Mexico or Texas or wherever, but yeah, Chihuahuas are like backyard dogs, I'm told, down there. They're not nearly as common up here, obviously, our weather doesn't permit, but, yeah, the Chihuahuas are backyard dogs down there, so they're like a dime a dozen, so yeah, rescue a dog today. I want another one, but my husband says
Absolutely.
no because we already have 3, so
Absolutely. Now this makes me even more happy that I did that story, because it leads to all of this conversation, and it's an important conversation to have. I mean,
Yes.
especially if you have kids. If you have kids, go
Mhm.
get them a dog. That changes a lot of things. It
Totally.
really does. It makes them have to care for something other than themselves.
Responsibility, yes,
Right.
absolutely. Humbling
Right.
having to clean up dog poo, but it is part of life.
It is. It's part of life. And I go back to, when I used to watch the Bruins as a kid, I used to sit there. I think I've actually said this story with a bag of Jacks, the cheese puffs,
Mhm.
and me and my dog would polish off that whole bag.
Cute.
Probably not the greatest thing for a dog to eat,
Well, at least back
but
then, the chemicals in the food was much less.
he would sit there, watch the hockey game with me, and we'd eat the bag of Jacks, and the dog
Oh,
was so happy. you know?
I love that. What a
I
sweetheart.
mean, that was life,
I
you
know
know? I
everyone should
mean,
have
it
a
can't
dog.
get much better than that. Can't
I
get
love
much
it.
better.
Oh, well, I'm glad this had a happier ending. Go out and
Yes, yes,
adopt an animal today. One animal that
absolutely.
you are not gonna want to adopt is an anglerfish, which is my next story, and this is kind of
Let me
random for
tell you
me.
how creepy these things look. Well, I can
Well,
you can see how creepy they
you
are.
can see, but you know what? Let's just do something here. Did it work? Hold on, I gotta go this way.
Oh, that is just
Isn't that
awful.
terrifying? I know, it's so
That is
gross.
terrifying. I'm
I
sorry.
know, but
I would be
they're
more
terrifying.
frightened of them than piranha.
Yeah, literally. But the nice thing about it is most of them live at the depths of the ocean, so we don't
Yeah,
necessarily
you
have
won't have
to
to go
worry.
swimming with them.
Yes, that's right. So I
But if they
saw
evolve, we're in trouble.
yeah, right. I saw some just an interesting fact about it, and so I was like, "I'll read about the anglerfish," just because I am a sucker for knowledge and trivia, and I started reading
Yeah,
about it, and I was like, "Man, this is the weirdest thing ever." The ocean has the weirdest animals in it,
they
the
do.
most strange creatures, wet, cold, dark, it's a breeding ground for
Creepy
weirdness,
as
I
hell.
guess.
Creepy as
But yeah,
hell.
so as you can see, the anglerfish above me here is a bony fish known for their unique adaptation for catching prey. The first spine of their dorsal fin acts as a fishing rod, so I don't even know where that would be, somewhere up top here. Acts as a fishing rod with an attractive luminescent lure dangling at the end. So it's literally bright and it dangles and it
Yeah,
attracts people.
and
So,
it kinda hangs over right where their mouth
yeah,
is,
yeah.
so that way something will attract to it, and then it just eats it.
Terrifying,
It is
terrifying.
terrifying.
So it says that, they do live in diverse habitats, but mostly the ocean floor, coral reefs, places where we're not in, really. They are
Yeah.
located worldwide, which, I mean, usually you find these in like or animals in specific regions, but no, these are worldwide. They can live up to 30 years for females and 21 years for males. And again, I don't
Jesus.
know how they track that because who's putting a tag on one of these things? But
Yeah, how do they know?
yeah, I don't
Huh.
know. I don't know. I guess
Like,
you could make it
we can't go down that far
domesticated.
down.
No, and how do you know
We
it's the
would
same
die.
one? Yeah,
We'd, like
really. Get the bends real bad.
oh god. Yeah, so I don't
Oh,
know how they keep track of that.
yeah,
They must be able to tell from maybe markings on a fish. I don't know. I have no
maybe,
idea.
but I mean, the ocean is pretty vast, so, like, how do you go find the exact same guy over and
Well,
over again?
somebody's taking pictures of these things, so
I guess so. So, this is terrifying. It says that they can weigh up to 50 kilograms. I just looked at the
what?
conversion, that's 110 pounds. That is my daughter
What?
weighs that. It says that they can be up to 100 centimeters long. That's about 3 feet, just over
Oh
3 feet
my
long.
god. I did
Yeah.
not expect
So
that.
so it's this long, and it
Are
weighs
they
100
eating the
pounds.
sharks?
They must be. They must be.
That's huge.
It says that their only predator is a human. So, yeah. And, it says fast as a slow swimmer, so whatever that means. So it's not a fast guy. He's not chasing after you for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
We may have found a new predator that is
Mhm.
beyond our
Mhm.
comprehension
Mhm.
because this is a scary guy, I'll tell
It is
you.
scary. I need to
I
move
was
so that you can
thinking,
see this
the
better.
size of a piranha. This
Yeah,
is
like
the
a little
size
guy.
of a small shark.
Yes. Yes, horrifying. It says that they are strictly carnivorous as well, so they only eat fish, snails, crustaceans, humans, small humans.
Oh my
I don't know,
god.
they have these long fang-like teeth, as you can see. Those are
Yes.
hideous and disgusting, Their sharp teeth point inwards to grip prey that it catches, and the jaw and stomach of the anglerfish can extend to allow it to consume prey twice its own size. So I'm picturing like a snake eating a deer, like just the whole body expands to
Oh
get it
my
in there.
god.
Yeah, so yeah,
Twice it
hideous.
wait, 3 times the size, did you say?
Twice.
Twice its size.
Yeah.
So that jaw can come way down. Oh
Mhm.
my god.
Mhm. And it can either hide or reveal its little light source there. It has a muscular skin flap which can cover the lure, and it can pulse the light to attract prey. So if he wants to go into hiding, he just hides his light. Is that weird?
Wow.
The other interesting thing, and I'm getting to the really weird one here, but is that each species of anglerfish hosts a different species of bacterium. So it says that there's different theories about how light producing bacteria get inside the lure. So it's not like electricity, it's light producing bacteria. Some suggest that they were already luminescent when they enter from surrounding seawater, while others propose that they're unable to luminesce unless the host anglerfish changes the bacterial cell genetic makeup. I don't even know how to do it. Again, the ocean is a weird place, man. Weird stuff goes down there.
Wow.
It has extreme sexual dimorphism, with the female being the angler. So there are many differences between the males and females. The female is the big one. It has the huge mouth and that lure. The male is just a small little guy, doesn't develop that lure. Instead, he latches onto the side of the female's body with his small, sharp teeth. Isn't that weird?
What?
Yeah, and it says that it's very murky where they are. They can't rely on sight to find a mate, but it can sniff them out. It sniffs out a mature female from a distance, so they can smell
See,
underwater somehow.
Kenny, this is how you make Ron say what? This is insane. This is
Yeah, right.
crazy. I
Yeah.
I'm stunned at this. I'm
The
stunned.
next the next 2 facts are mind-blowing. So, number 1, they
Wait,
share
this
sexual
isn't the mind-blowing part? We're
no,
just
no.
coming to that now?
Yes. Yes. It says that they share sexual partners, which is not uncommon in the animal world, but it says that once a female has reached sexual maturity, it may have 6 or more male partners attached to its body. Remember, they grip onto her, proving a constant supply of sperm to fertilize the eggs when they are released into the water. Just
So it's J-Lo.
constantly. All 6 of her husbands attached to her body, attached by
Not
spousal support.
necessarily husbands.
Yeah, right. True, true. She's been
Just
at Diddy
saying.
parties, she knows. It says that the anglerfish becomes 2 fish in 1. So the male can remain attached by its mouth to the female's body for the rest of its life, becoming a permanent appendage. It loses its own ability to live as a separate fish, and it can even lose its eyesight, relying on the female to hunt and provide nutrition
I
via her
can't
blood.
I can't believe this. This is
I know.
craziness.
I know. It's the weirdest thing.
Like, why are they not making horror
Yeah.
movies of this?
Literally terrifying. I know. One thing I thought was weird and yet not, it says that they are a popular food source for humans. Okay, first of all, how are humans getting them? Number 2, who thought, "Hey, I should try this?" Well, the Japanese thought, "Hey, we should eat these." It says that the shallow water, because there are shallow water anglerfish, have long been common item on their
I'm never
menus.
going in the ocean again. I'm sorry. I'm
Yes.
never doing it. Never.
It
Never.
says that in North America and England, something called a monkfish, you may have heard of that, has become a popular food choice. It's found in the Scottish waters and other parts of North Atlantic and the Mediterranean Sea. Crazy. It says it's quite a high
These things are
price.
found in the Atlantic Ocean?
They're found
In the
all over the
shallow
world. Why?
waters?
Yeah,
Hell
no,
no.
the
You are
big
not getting
scaries.
me out into the ocean ever
Yeah,
again.
you live on the ocean, so good luck with that.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Anyway, that's anglerfish. Super weird. The more I read, the more I
This
was
is
like, "What
scary. I'm
on
sorry.
earth?"
These are
I
scary.
know,
This is
terrifying.
crazy.
Let me
This
get on
is
the wheel again.
absolutely craziness.
There you go. Here.
I
Take a
can't.
good
I
look for
can't.
that. I know, it's hideous. Hideous. Maybe I'll do one on the blobfish. I love the blobfish. I just think this is a series of weird ocean creatures. I should do one, yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I'm stunned.
I know,
It that is
I
just
know,
so they're so big.
I
They're so
know.
big.
The fact that they're now 3 feet, like, when it was, like, 6 inches, I was okay with it. The fact that it's 3 feet long, mm-mm, absolutely not, and there's 6 other ones attached to her, feeding her sperm at
The
any given
problem
time.
is if it's 3 feet long, right? If it's 3 feet and it could eat twice its size, so if you're a 6-foot human, good luck.
6 foot, 200 pounds, you're done. That's like alligator,
You are
small
dinner.
alligator. I know, terrifying. I know.
Wow. Wow, I
Those are
can't, I can't.
fun facts about the anglerfish.
Oh my god.
I hope everyone enjoyed that, and stay tuned next week for the blobfish.
Enjoyed it. Enjoyed it?
They'll
I'm
never go in an
terrified,
ocean again. Yeah,
terrified.
hilarious.
Alright, I'm
Why
gonna
don't
start
you,
writing a movie.
yeah, right. Why don't you give me your fun facts now? Let me go back to something pleasant
Yeah,
here, a nice
I gotta get
musical
the
background.
anglerfish out of my head.
Right.
So, fun
Oh,
facts, it's nearly Christmas, of course. So, I had to do the National Lampoon's Christmas
love
Vacation
it.
fun.
Great movie.
It
Great
is
movie.
great, and I'm gonna watch it again today because it has to be watched. It has
It
to
has
be.
to. It has to.
So, fun facts. This is based on a short story by John Hughes,
Hmm.
Christmas 59,
Oh,
1959.
John Hughes of, like, the Home Alone franchise as well? Same guy?
Um,
I seem to recall
I
his
don't
name
know.
in the opening credits.
I don't know.
I think
Maybe.
so. I'll look it up.
I don't know that. But John Hughes wrote Christmas 59.
Really?
It could be. I
I'm
mean,
gonna
the
look it
guy
up.
would be really old if he wrote Home Alone.
Yeah, right?
Because if he wrote a short story, Christmas 59, meaning 1959, that
Well,
means,
he was
he had
born
to be
in
around
19
then.
actually, funny, he died at age 59, that's interesting. Uh, it said he was born in
Get
1950.
out. Really?
Yeah, yeah,
He died at 59 and he
yeah,
wrote the story Christmas 59? Oh my god,
yeah,
that is creepy.
yeah. So he was obviously going back from, his childhood because he was born in 1950, so obviously Christmas 59 was something from, you know, his younger years.
Alright, so it is the same guy?
I think so. Let me just look here, his works.
That's because
Cr
if that is, that's
National
pretty interesting.
Lampoon's, Mr. Mom, Vacation, 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, European
So he's in a
Vacation,
lot.
Weird Science, Pretty in Pink, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Uncle Buck, Home Alone, Curly Sue, Beethoven, Home Alone 2, Dennis the Menace, Miracle on 34th Street,
Wow.
101 Dalmatians, Flubber. Oh my gosh, this guy
So
is
he's
a
one of the greatest movie writers of all time is what you're saying.
literally, literally, yes.
Like, you're
Crazy.
reading off this list, I'm like, "Oh my god, I love this movie. Oh my god, I
Yeah,
love this movie."
yeah. Wild. I am shocked by this.
That's crazy.
Director,
Alright.
producer, writer. Yeah, very talented man. Rest in peace.
Wow. See,
He died
opened
in
up a can of
2009.
worms. Maybe I should do
Yeah.
a top 5 of this guy.
Yeah, literally. How would you pick? It'd have to be a top 20.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna have to that would be tough.
Wow. Sorry
Alright,
to interrupt
so
there, but yes.
yeah, no, that was worth it. I'm telling you, that was worth it.
Yeah.
The only vacation series movie
Mhm.
that does not feature Holiday Road, the song.
Oh, okay.
The only one, because they stayed home.
Mm, right.
The budget was $27 million.
Wow.
Cost them $27 million to make that movie. That's I'm stunned at that.
I
It
wonder
must be
why.
the cost of all the acting.
Yeah, maybe because, like, realistically, they didn't really go anywhere. They're at the mall at one point, they're at the tree farm. No, not even the tree farm. They're at the highway in the middle of the field but they don't really go
Right.
anywhere else.
Right. Um, but the movie made $71.32
Wow.
million dollars
That's huge in
in
the '80s.
1989.
Wow.
That would be probably a
That's
half a
today.
billion at least.
Yes, that's huge.
The Griswold's house, this
Love
is
that.
interesting, is the same house featured on Bewitched,
Oh, really?
the TV show.
Mhm. This
It's in a Warner Brothers backlot called Blondie Street, built to
Oh,
look like a
interesting.
suburban neighborhood.
Cool. That's a beautiful house.
It is. It is. Um, an actual earthquake struck while they were filming the scene when the Aunt Bethany and Uncle Lewis showed up at the Griswolds. And they're saying that
Oh.
you can actually see the camera shake
Oh, really?
during
When they're
that
at the
scene.
door?
I gotta
I'm gonna
watch it
look for
just for
it, yeah.
that.
I love those 2, Bethany and the uncle.
Oh, great, right? Like
The
the characters are
blessing.
like so good, so
So
good.
good. Yes.
Siblings, Audrey and Rusty,
Mhm.
played by Johnny Galecki and
Mhm.
Juliet Lewis,
Mhm. Before they were
worked
anybody.
together on the Connors TV show
Oh, no
as
way.
David and his new girlfriend.
Oh, okay. I do remember Johnny Galecki on Roseanne.
Yeah,
Oh, they were on the Connors too. Yeah, he was on Roseanne and also
yeah,
on Beethoven too. And then, of course, Big Bang Theory.
yep, yep.
Crazy. And
I
Juliette
like
Lewis
him.
went on to do all kinds
I
of
think he's
movies.
good. I think
Yeah,
he's
he is
good.
good.
He's got that dry, nerdy humor.
Totally. Yeah, he fit Big Bang perfectly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Um, and then last but not least, movie director Jeremiah Chechik, I'm
Mhm.
guessing he's Russian,
I'm guessing so.
hired an animal trainer for the dog squirrel chase.
Really?
Right now, just before filming the scene, the squirrel died.
No. Terrible.
Assuming it's of old age,
I
I don't
guess.
think the dog ate it.
The dog got him, yeah.
But by the time they came to filming it, the squirrel died, so they used an untrained squirrel for it.
I mean, it would be organic for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So those are the fun facts of Christmas Vacation.
Awesome. I love it. Great movie.
It is a great movie. It
Just so
is.
funny. And mega stars in it too. Beverly D'Angelo, obviously Chevy Chase, Bill Murray's
Randy
brother, I can't
Quaid.
remember his name.
Yeah,
Juliet,
Randy
oh yeah, Randy Quaid, that's right.
Randy Quaid.
Julia
Eddie.
Louise-Dreyfus.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, huge stars.
yeah.
Great movie.
I
Awesome.
can't think of the guy's name that played his boss too.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't think of
Bill
his
Murray's
name.
brother. Bill Murray's
Yeah,
brother. What the heck is his name?
yeah.
Dave?
I can't think of
I don't
his
know.
name.
Something Murray.
Yeah.
Awesome movie. Yeah, that is a definitely in one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time,
Oh,
I would say.
absolutely,
I would say.
absolutely.
Well, let's dive into the greatest songs of all time. I was just gonna do the top 10, but it's 100 songs, so why not make this a segment? So, we'll count down. So these
Yeah.
are
No, I'd like to hear this.
I like the segments. So these are the all-time ranking songs based on actual performance on the weekly Billboard Hot 100,
Yep.
all the way from its launch in August 4th, 1958, through to October 10th, 2015, and then Billboard 200 from August 7th, 1963, when we combined our 2 leading pop albums, album charts for stereo and mono releases into one all-encompassing weekly chart and all the way up to today. So, like, they are putting in a lot of thought into this, but basically how they did on the charts. So, like I said, I was gonna start just the top 10, but no, we're gonna way back there. So, number 100, "You're So Vain" by Carly Simon.
Oh,
It's not a bad
okay.
song. It's catchy.
It
Number
is. It's a good
99.
song.
Yeah, it's a great song. Number 99, "Abracadabra," Steve Miller Band.
Oh, I
Great
love
song.
that.
Great song. I love Steve Miller. Number 98, Gangster's Paradise, Coolio.
Oh,
Great song.
not bad.
Yeah.
I think I had them higher on my chart.
Yes. What's cool about going back from 100 is that, you're gonna see a real mix of genres, whereas, in the top 10, you have very similar genres. Number 97, Rockstar, Post Malone featuring 21 Savage. It's a great
Oh,
song.
wow. I didn't expect to see that there.
Right. Number 96, Hot Stuff, Donna Summer.
Oh, that's great.
Number 95, Billie Jean, Michael Jackson. I'm surprised that's not higher, honestly.
Yeah, I am too. Like, look, I'm doing a top 100 songs of all time. I do not have Billie Jean on my top 100. It is
Oh,
not,
okay.
like
Mhm.
it's not a um lyrical genius song.
Right, 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 right. Just so
But this
catchy.
song was a massive hit. I
Massive
cannot
hit.
believe it's this low.
I
Can't
know.
believe it.
Yeah. Number 94, You're Still the One by Shania Twain.
Oh, I like Shania Twain.
I find it interesting because, like, nowadays, you have unlimited streaming potential, more radio time, more airplay, more whatever, you have the internet. So, is it apples to apples? Like, can they compare that, for
That's the
something that
problem.
happened in the '50s when it was on 10 radio stations and there was no internet and no
I
digital
know.
downloads and whatever.
It's not fair to the artists from the
Yeah,
past.
yes, but I do like that it is a mix here, so I'm gonna say that Billboard did it correctly, and
Yeah, I don't
this
doubt
is
them.
accurate. Yeah,
I don't doubt Billboard. I really I
yeah,
actually
true.
take that as the most important of all the charts.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Okay, number 93, I Heard It Through the Grapevine, Marvin Gaye.
Oh, love that song.
Great song. Number 92, Dilemma, Nelly featuring Kelly Rowland. I mean, it's a song from my day. I like it. I don't know if it was Hot 100 worthy, but okay.
Yeah, I don't think I spelt that right.
It's okay. Number 91, Bruno Mars, Just the Way You Are. It's a good
Oh,
song.
come on, it's gotta be higher. That's I love Bruno Mars and I
Do
love that
you? I
song.
saw him in concert and he's so good.
He's so talented. He's gotta be the most probably the most talented musician today.
I would say so. Yeah, he's got
He just
like Michael
reminds me of
Jackson.
Prince. He
Yeah,
reminds me of Prince.
yeah, true. I was thinking like Michael Jackson, just he could dance, he can sing, he's
Yeah, but he plays
ambiguous
all the
grace.
instruments too. Michael doesn't play the
True.
instruments.
Yeah, true. You're right. So yeah, maybe more like Prince. I'll do the top 20 and then we can quickly do your thing. And my dog is back, as you can
Oh,
see.
that's great. You gotta bring this back, like, all the
Yeah,
time. I mean, you
yeah,
can go up until 80, and then next time you can do,
yeah. Till
up
60,
till
till 40.
60.
Sure. Sounds great. All right, number 90, Sugar Sugar by the Archies.
Oh
That's a
my
great song.
god, the Archies.
Yeah, great
Oh
song.
my god. That
Love it.
was
Some
that was
nostalgia.
like the Archies were going out when I was born, and then, you
Mhm.
start listening to some of these things that your mom used to listen to and dad. That's how I knew the Archies.
I love it. So nostalgic.
It is.
Number 89, Upside Down by Diana Ross. I like that one.
Diana Ross.
Yeah.
My mom hated her.
Did she?
She met her,
Oh, and she didn't care for her, hey?
and she was not a nice person according to my
I can
mom.
see that. She's a diva.
Yeah,
That's funny.
probably the original diva.
Oh, yeah, I would say so. All right, number 88, Happy by Pharrell Williams. Great song.
Great. I'm glad this song is on the list because you need a an upbeat, happy song. No pun intended.
Yeah. Number 87, I would not have put this on the list. I can see why it was super popular. That's What Friends Are For, Dion and Friends featuring Elton John, Gladys Knight, Stevie Wonder. I mean, it's a powerhouse of singers there.
Yeah, but oh my god,
The song's
that
cheese.
song. Ugh,
It's cheese. Whatever. Number
it is.
86, Rush Rush by Paula Abdul. I actually don't
All
know that
right.
song.
No, it's Paula Abdul.
I'm
I
not a
mean, it's
huge
not
Paula
bad.
fan.
It's all right.
Number 85, Ebony and Ivory, Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk about this one.
Was there?
I heard that the record company actually paid the radio stations to play this song
Really?
so that way it could become a big hit.
Interesting.
It is
Scandalous.
interesting.
I like that.
Now, I
I
don't know
love a
how
good
true
scandal.
that is. I have no substantial evidence to back it up, but I remember when I was young, when that song came out, I was like, "Oh my god, I hate this song. Why do they play it so much?" And then
That's why.
there was a little tidbit of news out there that it was paid for play.
I'm shocked 'cause, Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder are no pseudo celebrities, they are, like,
Right,
major
right.
players, but interesting.
Yeah.
I
It's
gotta
the
do
only
more
song
research
with
on
Paul
that.
McCartney on it I really don't like.
I do love Paul McCartney. I've only heard that song a few times, I did not like it, but, you know,
Yeah.
that's why they had to pay me to listen to it, I guess.
See?
Okay,
See?
number 84, Moves Like Jagger, Maroon 5 featuring
Oh, I
Christina
love
Aguilera.
that song!
Great song.
I love it. No,
Number
I mean, you
So
know,
catchy.
it is. It is, and I use it on, like, the sports show all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime, anybody says something that has to do with moves, I always say, "Well, what were they like Jagger?" So
Hilarious.
so I use it all the time. I reference that song so many times.
Nice. It's a good one. Number 83, I'm not a huge Drake fan, but God's Plan by Drake. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's top 100.
Yeah, I
I
don't
just
like it.
don't like Drake. I really can't stand the guy.
I
So
don't either.
his music to me, I
Yeah,
don't know,
I don't
whatever.
I don't like any songs.
Yeah, I like Hotline Bling, and that was it.
I'm
It's
not
the only
sure. I
one.
don't even like that one.
Number 82, I like the song. Whoop, there it is. Tag team.
Oh, of course.
It's like the original Jock Jams. That's good stuff.
Yes, absolutely. That is fantastic.
Yes. All right, and the last one of my list that I'm going to do for today, number 81, Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In by the Fifth Dimension. That's a
Oh my
great song.
god.
Great song. Reminds me of 40-Year-Old Virgin when he finally has
Aquarius.
sex. So, so
This
good.
is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Oh, it's so hippie-ish.
Oh, I love it. It's right up my
So
alley.
hippie.
Love it. Just free boob, free love. I love it. Hippie era. So awesome.
Like that to me is like one of the songs that identify that time period.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's that
It's like the
defining. Like,
anthem
it
for the
just
late
sounds
60s.
like it.
Oh,
All
yeah,
you can picture is like these colorful flowers and stuff like that.
totally. Just everyone high as a kite. Perfect.
Everybody with the long hair.
Yep, flowy dresses,
Yup.
tassels, some fringe on their
Absolutely.
sleeves. Yeah, I know, amazing.
Absolutely.
Well, you
Yeah.
know what? I didn't hate that list, that top 20, well,
I
the
don't hate it
100 to
either.
80. I don't hate it. There's a couple I would change, but it was a pretty solid list. I'm very excited to see what the
It
next
is.
8 are.
It is, and I can't wait. So yeah, everybody's gonna come back, next week to
Mm,
get,
mhm,
another 20 of that list. And
mhm,
I'm excited to hear this list because
totally.
after it's done, I'm going to compare it to the list I have of the
Yeah,
top 100 songs of all time.
yeah, there's probably a lot of crossover, I'm guessing.
There is a lot of crossovers, let me tell you. I want to say Coolio for sure.
Yes.
I want to say, I believe Marvin Gaye is on
Mm,
my list, if
mhm.
I'm not mistaken. Bruno Mars is definitely
Yeah, of
on my
course.
list. Happy.
Mhm,
So there's already, even the bottom 20 of this top 100, there's already a lot of songs in it.
mhm. Yeah,
That
they're good. Let me tell
so
you now though,
I'm like,
I've seen number 1 and it is disappointing. I was mad when I saw it. I said, "There's no way." So,
yeah, and that's where
unfortunately.
a lot of like these lists get it wrong.
Yeah. I mean, if they're
I
basing it
didn't get it
on
wrong.
song
I'm gonna
plays,
tell you, my list
that's
got
right,
wrong.
that's right. I mean, it's subjective, but that's fine.
It is. It is.
Amazing. Well, we've got just a couple minutes here. Why don't you take us through your top 5? We're going over, but that's okay.
Wow. We were just blabbering away,
We had
huh?
a lot of things to talk about. It was that anglerfish, man, it threw us off.
Yeah. Yeah, that was surprising. All right, so top 5 because it
Oh, TV
is
pets.
National Shelter Pets Day, I had to do a top
Of
5
course.
pets, TV pets.
Love it.
Only TV, right? And
Yes.
I was surprised that I had a lot of animated pets on here.
Yeah.
It was surprising to me because every time I had, like Eddie from Frasier.
Mhm.
Love
Oh,
Eddie from Frasier. It's the
loved Eddie
only
from
thing
Frasier.
him like the dog and the father were the only 2 things that I liked about that
No,
TV
the
show.
whole show, everything about it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Fun fact,
Just say.
Eddie's real name was Hercules, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I believe it was. And then Rin Tin Tin, old TV show.
Mhm.
Uh, Marcel from Friends, the
Oh, yeah, the
monkey.
monkey, that's right.
Comet from Full House. Vincent from Lost. I didn't even have him on
Oh,
my
okay.
list.
I haven't seen
Lost, my
Lost.
favorite show of all time. Did
Oh, I
not
need
even
to
have it
watch
on
it.
my list.
Okay.
All right. And there's also Dog from The Walking Dead. I did not have on my list.
Okay.
Honorable mentions. Here are my honorable mentions. Buck from Married with Children.
Mhm.
Ben, the grizzly bear from Grizzly Adams,
Okay.
was a pet. Believe it or not.
Naturally, as a grizzly would be.
Astro from the Jetsons did
Yes.
not have on my list.
I always see
Honorable
he's here
mention.
on your list, on your pictures.
Yes, because I couldn't get some of the other
Wait,
things.
there we go. There.
Arnold Ziffel from Green Acres, the
I've never
pig.
seen Green Acres. Oh, the pig. Arnold the pig. Love that.
Yes, the pig. Honorable mention. Now, number 5. The chick and the duck from Friends.
It's random, but yes, okay.
I had to put them
Uh,
because Friends was so good
yeah,
with
it was.
Chandler and Joey. And when
Mhm.
they had the chick and the duck, they actually
Yes,
had that part of the the storyline
totally.
in those shows. So I went with the chick and the duck because it was so funny with them. Number 4, I have Dino from the Flintstones.
Yes, of course. Right
Yep.
here.
You gotta have Dino in there.
Yeah, of course.
Number 3, I have Lassie. Lassie has to be on there. I used to watch it as a kid. I think it's kind of cheesy as an adult, but when I was a kid, I used
Ugh,
to love Lassie, and
such a
there's been like 20
faithful
of them.
friend. Faithful friend.
Hey, Timmy's stuck in the well. Gotta go
Lassie
save him.
saves the day again. Yes.
That's right. So Lassie had to be on there.
Mhm.
Number 2, and I struggled with this. Number 2 is Snoopy. I really thought I was going to put
Okay.
Snoopy at number 1 because he is my favorite dog, but he's not the best pet. Because
It's
the
not the best,
best
is
pet
he?
has to be this guy who solves crimes.
Oh, how do I turn there we go.
Scooby Doo.
Scooby. Nice.
Scooby Doo had to be number 1 because he does so much. He solves crimes, and
That's true.
so he
What
had to
about
be number 1.
oh, hold on. I'm backwards here. Santa's Little
Oh yeah, I
Helper.
forgot Santa's Little Helper. He is on the honorable
Honorable
mention.
mention. Nice.
Yes. He
Great
was the
list.
bubble dog. He was the bubble. He was number 6 on the list.
Mm. I love that the chick and the duck made it.
The chick and the duck made it over
Hilarious.
Santa's Little Helper. Yes.
Hilarious.
Because
Well,
I didn't
great
think it
list.
was
I
right
love
only
it.
having one real animal
Yeah, that's
on the
true.
list.
Yeah, true.
That is the
Well,
top 5.
I love it. I love your top fives. So random and funny.
Yeah,
Awesome. Well, great show. Sorry to everyone. We've gone a
it
little bit
was.
over, but no big deal.
It's nothing I don't do unusually.
Yeah,
It's
fair.
normal.
That's fair. So true. Well, join us Saturday when Kenny and Ron are back to discuss, oh, probably another top 5 and try to make you say what. If you can say what like the anglerfish, then Kenny has done
I
his
don't
job.
know if that was the biggest what ever.
I know. Every
That was the
fact
biggest
I
what.
was like, "What? How?"
I
So
know.
scary.
I can't. I still can't believe. I'm still got chills from that whole story, and they're
Well,
multiplying,
the
and I'm gonna
ocean is
lose
a
control.
yes, they are. Oh, the ocean is a horrifying and mysterious place, so stay out
It
of the
is.
ocean, adopt a dog, and,
Adopt a dog.
come back on Saturday.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.